then we may fathom how various ranges or frequencies outside of the range of our own ultraviolet infrared spectrum are able to also coexist all at the same time within the same space. For example, radio and television frequencies exist all around us, but yet they go right through us. It seems that the only time when we interact with them is when we watch television or listen to a radio station, which act like interfaces to those signals that seem to permeate the air we breathe at all times. So if we want rock music, we tune to the rock reality frequency station. If we want classical, we tune to the classical reality frequency range station. In that sense, we human beings also exist in the midst of other reality frequency ranges, or stations, whatever you want to call them, higher than the infrared and ultraviolet range of limited spectrum, which is only one wavelength, according to the new evidence, of what science refers to as multiple wavelengths or planes of realities. This concept of expanding reality explains why our scientists could only perceive and detect less than 10% of our total reality potential, since more than 90% of our reality is allegedly missing. What seems to be the case based on ancient wisdom and the new scientific evidence, as they now converge, is that more than 90% of our reality exists but on different frequency wavelengths or dimensions, imperceptible to the naked eye or the third-dimensional instruments that we use at this point in time. Perhaps the so-called 90% of the missing universe, or as they label dark matter, dark energy, in our inner cosmos, isn't as empty anymore as postulated and measured through Newtonian mechanics. On the other hand, it is more likely to be filled with life forms on different types of light vibrating matter, as real as you and me, but existing on different frequency bands, as revealed through the new avenues of quantum theory. Let me read that again. Perhaps the so-called 90% of the missing universe, dark matter, dark energy of our cosmos isn't as empty anymore as postulated and measured through Newtonian mechanics. On the other hand, it is more likely to be filled with life forms on different types of light vibrating matter, as real as you and me, but existing on different frequencies, as revealed through the new avenues of quantum theory. In fact, what we call solid third-dimensional existence, or frozen energy, is energy vibrating at a very low frequency, thus making it appear solid, when in reality it is empty space. Since matter is congealed energy vibrating at its lowest frequency, then these unseen worlds are also part of the same energy field, but vibrating at higher and faster frequencies than the apparent third dimension. This notion implies that there are other pure forms of vibrating matter that are more refined and more subtle, and since all is energy and whole, there is no separation, for everything is a manifestation of this one energy field source called the light. So, in that sense, we are all one and interconnected in an ocean of energy. However, we are only aware of the lowest vibrational point, or tuned into only one radio and television frequency channel station out of what might be a greater range of frequency realities. It appears that modern-day science has now tapped into the higher etheric and spiritual worlds, but cannot explain them using Newtonian mechanics. With this new data, we are witnessing a coming revolution in science that will propel our world into the next phase of our evolution. For example, the concept of a universe is also being replaced by the concept of multiple universes or multiple universes. According to the latest scientific theories or discoveries in superstring avenue, let me read that again. According to the latest discoveries in superstring theory and M theory, our universe is one of many universes. Well, by applying the new physics and its concept of coexisting planes to a higher level, then we may begin to also understand how many universes are also intersecting one another, as they are all contained within the same space. Indeed, the multiverse concept is slowly but surely gaining more ground, and soon it should be an accepted scientific fact. Indeed, we are in the midst of another Copernican revolution, though on a planetary and galactic scale, that would propel our world into the